Alright everybody, welcome to Matzpied Gaming. This is T-Gaps here. Today I'm going to talk about my thoughts on Lucio. So, Lucio is generally best suited for like attacking escort, and most of the time he's a viable role on King of the Hill style maps. Lucio is for people that want a nice middle ground between Merce's healing and Zenyatta's damage. So first off, you want to try and like wall ride like all over the place in the beginning of a match to get your team amped up, and if you can, play Outcast on the VoIP if possible, get them nice and pumped. So first off, Lucio's wall ride is obviously his best attribute. While his crossfade and amp it up abilities are very useful, they're limited to his line of sight. So being able to vault over walls, like make quick escapes and reposition quickly and efficiently is really important to your main abilities to be most effective. You can practice this in custom games, and I recommend it. Learning at least one shortcut for every map can be extremely advantageous, and knowing as many as possible and being able to move about the map freely is key to being a dank Lucio player. You're a support role, so act like it. I've seen far too many times that Lucio just uses abilities for himself, whether this be by simply spamming the ability without really thinking about it out of habit, which, trust me, that's just a bad idea with any character, or deliberately. This is useless. So, as Lucio, you want to try and think of yourself like your team's spirit. I know that sounds cheesy, but bear with me. You have the ability to influence your team's momentum by yourself, which is quite amazing and a humbling ability. Instead of just using the speed boost at the beginning and when you yourself like need to escape, be vigilant and observant. It may just be more important that you're just not in a sticky situation to begin with, and you should save that amp it ability to either quickly reposition your team after some trade-offs, or point caps, or heaven forbid, get one of your more vital DPSers out of a tight spot. Learning how to do this is not easily explained, at least not for me. The more you play, the more you'll figure it out. The best advice I can give here is, and this goes for all support characters, is focus on spatial awareness, watch what your team is doing. This will also free up time to communicate with your teammates, a key responsibility for a support class, right? Find your team's rhythm, assuming that they're all on the same page. It can be kind of tricky in random matches, but do your best. Mainly try not to spam the amp ability all willy-nilly. I can't stress this enough. If you get the timing right on this, it'll make a huge difference. Alright, so Lucio's healing track is a line of sight constant 25 HP per 2 seconds. Speed boost basic is a plus 30% to the default speed. When amped, the heal is 120 HP per 3 seconds. Both of these amps only have a duration of 3 seconds, so generally I try to rely on the basic heal to top people off after a battle, and amp it up to brace for impact, as it were. When I was first playing Lucio, I pretty much always amped the heals right after a battle instead of right before the shit hit. Don't do this. Sometimes you want to quickly heal everyone after, say, a Pharah or a Mei ult and the rest of their team is coming off respawn, but generally use it as a pre-buff because it doesn't really last that long. Okay, so there's not much to say about his ultimate. Basically same idea as his amp heal, only this time it's plus 500 one time and lasts for 6 seconds. Make sure you use this near at least 2 people for it to be most effective. Use when making a big push or a hold. So now that I've said all the boring stuff, I will add, the one time it's okay to not be with your group is when you're briefly pushing forward, not to fight, but to get a look. As Lucio, it's quite easy to get behind a team without them knowing, using his wall ride. However, you're not very powerful as Lucio, so trying to ambush the team is much more of a job for Reaper or Genji. What you can do though is sneak behind the enemy team, get a good look at their setup, and also either use your sound blast to push them off of their setup. Sometimes you can get away with even pushing them into your team on the other side, giving them a nice sandwich effect, or just fire a few warning shots to distract them, So that's that. This is my first commentary tutorial style video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you did, hit the dislike if you didn't, and yeah, peace out, y'all.